Okay, guys, it is Punt Factor. We are back for League Match 4. This league's been really weird. Unfortunately, we had a couple of our opponents unable to play Magic. Game 1 versus Merfolk, he only saw one land, and then I got a choke on him, and then played against Infect, and match 2, he just conceded. We are getting lucky with the die rolls here, so we'll definitely take advantage of that when we can. This hand looks pretty good. We have an early knight, an early 3/3 knight. We have an Eternal Witness to kind of recur some stuff, so see what happens. Unfortunately, we don't have any early interaction in the way of Abrupt Decay or Path, but kind of see what happens. Go here, go there. F6 value. See what our opponent's on. Hopefully he doesn't Thoughtseize this knight away, considering it's the only real threat in our hand. Pyro guy. Wonder if Pyro guy is playing Burn. Some Dredge, huh? Okay. So let's get this knight down. Because we are going to be able to flash in a Bajuka Bog. So then what I can do, it's going to take a while, but basically I'll be looking to flash a Bajuka Bog in. Okay, so he did hit a Golgari Thug to Dredge. Was that Dredge 4? Okay, does he have a land to bring these gas back? There's a Narcomoeba. So he is gonna Faithless Looting. Yeah, this is gonna hurt. So what we're looking to do, then we're going to get back the prized amalgams. Good old Dredge. Okay. So why don't we drop the Courser just for a blocker? Oh, no. Another Shriekhorn, really? Okay. This is a pretty brutal start. Pretty brutal turn 2 from our opponent. So I feel like we get a Courser down. Pass the turn here. On his upkeep, we can Bajuka Bog him. Clear out his graveyard. Okay, good. Put it into your graveyard. You may put it onto the battlefield. Do I care about that? I kind of want him to upkeep there. Yeah, I kind of want him to upkeep Shriekhorn, and then in response to that, that's fine. In response to that, we'll tap the knight. We're going to take a lot of damage here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So he's going to go ahead, Shriekhorn here, Shriekhorn here. Let's go ahead and Bajuka Bog now. We are going to take so much punishment here. I'm actually glad to see a land up top to try to gain some of this life back. But 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to take 9 here. Which is pretty brutal. One trick we can do, which I think is just going to be too slow, but we can basically blow Bajuka Bog up with the knight. Yeah, here we go. Just block here. That's all we can do. Take 8. We're going to conflagrate or conflagrate. Creeping Chill. Creeping Chill is just stupid. The card is so stupidly good. No way of getting around that. Yeah, this game's pretty over. He just had such an explosive start. Nothing we can really do about it. Scavenging Ooze is good. So if I... Let's see. 3. So we're definitely taking 2. Down to 3. Block here. Block here. I need to play out another blocker. I guess it could be a bird. I hate to shuffle away the Scavenging Ooze. Tracker doesn't line up well. So why don't we just go here? Do I want to play out an Eternal Witness? Scavenging Ooze, I think, is probably just too slow at this point. Yeah, let's just see what happens. We'll be able to chump. If he hits a Creeping Chill, we're just crushed. He probably will. Yep. There's a Creeping Chill. Card is so good. So good. Really? Alright, let's just get a game 2, guys. I could have finagled something, but he just would have swung in and killed us. Okay. I feel like this is one of these matchups that I want Worship. And obviously Surgical. Earlier I was talking about the inclusion of Worship in the sideboard because there are just some decks that are just too aggressive and too crazy. Worship may be your only out. If I can keep him off of Conflagrate, he's going to have a hard time removing my creatures, and I can slowly just kind of pick away at his graveyard. We definitely want the Scoozes. I do want the interaction. Unfortunately, this interaction does not exile. This is just going to be a really tough one, guys. I hate to go down on creatures. I mean, Voice is a decent enough blocker. I hate to go down on creatures. Go something like that. Keeping 4 pieces of interaction. There's a Surgical, which is nice. I don't know if it's going to matter. So what do I want a Surgical here? Does this matter? Sure, let's just try it. I mean, we don't have insane threats. We do have a couple collected companies, though. We have a way to get to our Courser, and ideally we can just Surgical something relevant out of his deck. I'm trying to think what that something's going to be. So basically, the prized amalgams. Let's see what he hits here. There's a Bloodghast. Okay, so let's go ahead and snag Temple Garden, tapped. Ghost Quarter. Play this. Pass turn. So he's going to go ahead and snag Life. Or Dredge Life from the Loam. I wonder, do I get rid of the Bloodghast? Because then he kind of relies on Narcomoebas to bring in his prized amalgams. I might be able to do that. Conflagrate's going to be really rough, but like you have to kind of pick and choose. We don't have a clock. Screwed that up. That's fine if he gets one in. I mean, we're gonna play. Oh no. It whiffed our Surgical. Oh, why didn't I see that? Oh, that's so rough. Oh, I feel really dumb. Why didn't I see that fetch land? That was stupid. Okay. Well, live and learn. Move on. Brings that back. Man, that one's rough. So let's go ahead. So we basically just shocked ourselves for no reason. Exciting times here on Punt Factor. Why don't we get an Overgrown Tomb? Play out our Courser, and then or we try this again with our Eternal Witness. And then next turn we Collected Company. Yeah, I feel like that's fair. I feel like that's fair. Let's not screw this up again. It might actually be smarter to take out the amalgams. What's this thing all about? Yeah, let's let these Narcomoebas happen. So we might be able to turn the corner here off of a good Coco if we can hit like a Scavenging Ooze. Here's the question. Do we trade with the Bloodghast and then try to get the Bloodghast out of his deck? He has 2 more Narcomoebas, probably. Yeah, I think they run all 4. And that's the only way for him to get prized amalgams back, then, would be the Narcomoebas. It would feel really good to rip a Scavenging Ooze right now. We're just going to go ahead and let this happen. I'm not going to fall for that again. Let's see what we get here. Scavenging Ooze. Scavenging Ooze. Abrupt Decay. Let's just go ahead and pass the turn. Going to collect a company on his turn here. Okay. So now do we Abrupt Decay the Bloodghast? And then Surgical it. I think we do. Let's see what he has going on in his hand. So he's only running, let's see, 3 Creeping Chills. The amalgams. He only has 2 more Narcomoebas. Okay. He has a Lightning Axe in hand. Nice thing is he's not going to be able to bring the amalgams back unless he hits one of his 2 amoebas. Now, to be fair, he's going to be dredging his entire deck here rather quickly, but we may have just stalled long enough for us to maybe get ahead here. I would love to have hit a Knight to get that Bajuka Ball going. He does have a Conflagrate in his graveyard. Take 2 here, down to 10. And then we're just going to start racing. There's a Path to Exile. Let's start by swinging. He's obviously winning this race right now. I don't know what he's looking to do. Out to your planeswalker control. The graveyard, destroy target attacking creature. Wow. That's intense. Never seen that card before. That's definitely interesting. So let's just plan on Cocoing on his turn. And then if we have to, we'll play out a Courser on our turn. We can Ghost Quarter if we need to gain some life, which if he keeps hitting a bunch of damage, we're going to die rather quickly. This is definitely a matchup that I need more practice with. You know, it's hard to figure out when to be aggressive. When to not be aggressive. I mean, we're down to 5 here. He's just going to conflagrate us. And we are going to die. Yep. Ugh. Man, is that unfortunate. If I would have done that, he could have probably just done it. Yeah, he already cast it. We'll try. I don't think it works this way, but... Yep, doesn't work that way. Alright. That's unfortunate. Alright guys, well, we are currently 2-2. Dredge is just a tough nut that I need to figure out. Leave some comments, let me know what I could have done differently, probably quite a bit. And stay tuned for a League Match 5 with Green, White, Black, Value Town.